abduct my dress. The name of the book is Midnight Playground, and my pen name is Savannah Richards, and it's quite steamy, and it's set in St. Louis, Chicago, Detroit, and not one of those sexy stories is about Matt. Not one. Not even the, well, it was an 8-page blowjob, but then I had to edit it down to 2 pages, so you can take that up with my editor. Anyway, I had a whole lot of things I was going to prepare. I did prepare tonight, but then I listened to everybody else, and I feel like I should just throw it out the window. But I'm going to stay to the script. I'm a little bit nervous because the last time I talked about a friend named Matt, he then got fired from the Today Show. I certainly don't want that to happen tonight. So we're going to start here. Oh, thank you, Matt and Sarah, for letting me be a part of the group tonight. I thought it would be easy to come up with things to say about Matt. And I was wrong. So wrong. But some history. I do like to toot my own horn. I'm a longtime friend of Matt and Sarah. After Matt's mom and that incredible birth story, I'm the second reason we're all here tonight. Because I introduced those fuckers. Yeah. I did. Seriously. Matt was complaining and whining to me, and we don't know what it's like when Matt complains and whines. Oh my God, Michelle, do you have any friends that are single that I can go out with? I'm getting divorced, and my sister hasn't given me back my Playboys yet from the play school town. She won't take her socks off for me anymore. Anyway. So I was like, and I said, hi Sarah, you're my friend and I can give you a lot of wine. If you will go out with him just one time, he will quit bitching and moaning and whining about being divorced and single and needing to get laid. And Sarah, like any good girlfriend who's promised a bottle of wine or 2, Andy, would you give that up? Sarah, here's your bottle of wine. She did go out with him on that one fateful date, and none of our lives have been the same since. None of them. For better or for worse. It depends on the day. But I did some research before the show tonight because I knew I had to come up with material. And I was watching the Friars Club because Sarah kept posting that stuff on Facebook. And their motto is, only roast those you love and then proceed to ream them a new ass. So Matt, how does it feel? Is it as good as that one time you were fisted in college? Or the first time. Oh, the first time. Sorry, Andy was my editor tonight. I should have paid attention. Anyway, I prepared a lot of material. Most of it I embellished because I'm a really great writer, and if you guys just go to Amazon.com and buy it, the ebook, hardcover, softcover, it's fine. It will be hard once you read it. Most of it I embellished here tonight because, as you can tell from the prior speakers, Matt has led an undeniably dull and less than remarkable life. It's so sad, really. You could have been a contender, a real player, a surgeon like your dad, or a Republican like your mom. But no, all that masturbation in high school turned your eyesight to shit and caused irreparable shaking in your hands. So instead, you're an attorney and a politician and a Democrat. but seriously, it's not really in my nature to be so mean-spirited. And I know Matt is quite uncomfortable with his family here. We've already established how disappointed and how you've turned out. I'd rather talk about how you've managed to surround yourself with some of the most interesting, smart, charming, beautiful, blonde, funny people. But Sarah said as a condition of me getting more than my 2-drink maximum, I have to talk about you. Did you know that Matt is the only 50-year-old man I know who still gets ID'd for fucking beer at Buffalo Wild Wings? And then he posts about it on Facebook. Not only did I have to endure side looks from the wait staff as if I'm one of those typical St. Louis Cougars, but he effectively cock-blocked me on Facebook because now everyone thinks I'm Roy Moore. Matt, could you do us all a favor and just look your age? It's a touch of gray. It's a touch of gray. I've given up on asking you to act your age because I gave up believing in fairy tales when I got married. All right. Matt is also the only guy that I know who hears the words money shot, and he automatically thinks of all natural frozen waffles. Okay, so if I need to explain that to any of you guys later, I will. Matt's the only guy I know who manages to throw an annual gin and croquet party on the hottest day of the year every friggin' year. I think it's because, and I'm gonna go out on a limb here, Matt prefers his women sweaty and wet. Oh, and by the way, what's up with all the costume-themed events? I've had to add a whole nother category to my budget. Clothing for Matt's parties. Which is actually an oxymoron, because he just wished we were all naked here. But I'm going to ask really nicely, could your next party be in an air-conditioned facility and black yoga pants friendly? Because I think we'd all be a little happier if we could fart more freely. Matt, you're the only man in my life who in winter I will shave my legs for, who I will wear Spanx for, whose late night phone calls and text messages I answer, who I have accepted that I have to use alcohol to get a date on your calendar to talk about work, who I have to consistently remind of important facts like my birthday, which is the same as Katie's. And we're not even fucking. And I ask myself all the time, why do I do this? Why do I do this? I do this, my dear friend, because I love you and our 20-plus year friendship, and this means so much to me. Happy birthday.
Thank you.